My dear students, we have already done with our revision classes. So I hope you all are pumped up to learn new things. Let's move on to our new chapter, that is chapter number 4, heat. First of all, tell me, can we see heat? Or can we touch or feel heat? Think about it. Now let me tell you, we can sense heat. When we can feel the heat or we can see the heat? Suppose when you have fever, you can feel the heat, right? And when you can see the heat, take a pan and put some popcorn kernel. Turn the oven. After few minutes, they will jump from the pan. Why? Because heat generates energy. That is why you can see the popcorns are popping, right? So that means you can feel the heat and you can also see the heat, isn't? So what is actually heat? Heat is a form of energy. Now this is very important. What is it? Heat is a form of energy. Okay? Heat always transfer from body of higher temperature to body of lower temperature. So here I am going to give you an example. Suppose you and your friend are sitting in a restaurant. You ordered iced tea and your friend ordered hot coffee. And you both have a conversation over the topic. Then after some time, you and your friend realize that iced tea gets warmer and coffee gets colder. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you want to know about the temperature change of these drinks when they are in the same atmosphere. Then your friend told you about the heat transfer between various objects, which I have told you earlier. That heat can be transferred from the high temperature to the low temperature, and it is one direction phenomena. See, from the higher temperature, heat is flowing towards the low temperature object. So what I mean by that thing? So here is a coffee and iced tea. Alright, what will happen? The temperature of the coffee is higher than the surrounding, of course. So the heat will transfer from the cup of coffee to the surrounding. Then the temperature of the coffee decreases and the temperature of the surrounding increases. So this is what I said, when two bodies at different temperature are brought in contact with each other, energy is transferred from the high temperature object to the lower temperature object. The energy flow is called the heat. So now it is clear to you that what is heat. The energy flow is known as the heat. So now tell me, when we touch a hot bowl, energy enters our hand because the bowl is hotter than our hand. Look at the expression of this woman. But when we hold a piece of ice, however, energy transfers from our hand into the colder ice. Now we have to understand that what is cold and hot object. We drink hot cup of tea and start our day, right? And whenever we feel like drinking something cold, we usually go for a cold drink. We have amazing ability to touch an object and sense it, if it is hot or cold. That means our skin is that sense organ which senses the hotness and coldness of an object whenever we touch it. So here we can understand that skin as a sense organ plays a very important role in telling us about hotness or coldness of an object, right? But our senses are not always reliable. This is because the hotness or coldness we feel is not always accurate. Sometimes it's even false. So let us perform a test or experiment to find out that why I'm telling so. So we will take 3 glass container and we will label it as A, B and C. In A, we will put cold water. In B, we will put warm water. And in container C, we will put hot water. But hot water doesn't mean that it will burn your finger. So, it will be of moderate temperature. So, now we have to dip our left hand in the hot water mug and right hand in the cold water mug for 2 to 3 minutes as shown. Thanks to our sense of touch, our right hand feels cold as it is in the cold water mug and our left hand feels hot as it is in the hot water. After 3 minutes, we have to dip both our hands simultaneously in warm water mug. Now look at here. Now our left hand will sense that the water is cold and the right hand will feel that the water is hot. Okay, why is that? This is because for some times our left hand was in hot water. Now when we put it in the warm water, it will sense that the hotness has reduced. That's why it is feeling cold. Now you understand? Our right hand was in cold water, I have told you. When we put it in the warm water, it will sense that the hotness has increased. So, it will feel hot. Understand? So, even though both the hands were placed in warm water simultaneously, our hand will sense differently. So, we can understand why we cannot rely on our sense organs to feel hot or cold. Plus, we cannot put our hand in boiling water on or a very hot pan to sense its hotness. If we do that, then your hand will start burning. And this is why we need an accurate method which can tell us the hotness and coldness of an object. So, what is temperature? A reliable measure of the hotness of an object is its temperature. Alright, so temperature is a fundamental quantity of an object and every object possesses some temperature. That means every object has its own temperature. So we can measure it by saying that that object is mild hot, extra hot, or it can be super hot, or it can be super freezing, normal freezing, chill and cool. So let us learn about the definition of temperature. Temperature is a measure of the degree of hotness or coldness of an object. Understand? The temperature of something tells us how hot or cold something is. So read these topics carefully. That is all for today.